Welcome to the Jason Coleman Show. We are live today from our living room with a concert of love and heartbreak. Greatest country love songs and the greatest or saddest, I suppose, country heartbreak songs. Y'all make your way on in as we are live right now from our home in Nashville all the way to wherever you're watching from. Make sure to say hello and howdy, and let's get right into it here. Let's start off with a great old country love song. I say old, it's from the 90s, so not that old, but it's still a great one. It's called I Swear. Welcome once again to the Jason Coleman Show. Great to have you here with us today. We are live from our living room right here, as we have been now for 91 episodes in more than 3 years. I'm here, just as I have been for 3 years, with my usual audience of two. Natalie and Avery are back here ready to roll today. Avery is demolishing the snack bowl, as always. You know, he's now almost 6 years old, and he started these things back before he was even 3. But the snack bowls, they were about as big then as they are now, I guess. He's always been able to take down the sweets. So he's loading up for a good song later on, and I've got what I think is going to be a really great time of music in store for you today, as our theme for today's show is love and heartbreak. Now, a couple of weeks ago, I asked for some help, for your suggestions. I asked you on Facebook, what is the greatest country love song of all time? And what is the saddest country heartbreak song of all time? And you all gave me some great suggestions. In fact, had hundreds of suggestions to pull from, and I had some ideas of my own. And so for today's show, I've got a piano concert in store where I've taken sort of the top 5 love songs and top 5 heartbreak songs. It's totally subjective. This is not a scientific operation here. I didn't calculate them all up, but you all gave me some great ideas. And so I've taken what I think are 5 of the greatest love songs and 5 of the greatest or saddest heartbreak songs in all of country music. And I've got them all here lined up for you today to play. And as always, I'm proud to play in that signature slip note piano style made famous by my granddad, Floyd Cramer. So if you're just jumping in today for the first time, welcome to our show. Or if you've been there the whole journey, glad to have you back. Make sure to say hello there in the comments, either on Facebook or on YouTube. And if you have any ideas for some good songs that I might even throw in here today, who knows, we might have time. But in the meantime, I've got a lot of songs to get to, and we are live, so anything could happen. As always, Natalie, we got the thumbs up back there. Everything is rocking along. Okay, that's good. So we started off, of course, with "I Swear," John Michael Montgomery back in 1993. Great love song, many of you mentioned. And so we don't get really too high or too low today all in a row. We're going to alternate between our love songs and our heartbreak songs, right, Avery? Yes, he says, mm-hmm. So we had our great love song to start. So now we're going to head off into heartbreak territory. And we're going back about a half a century to the probably the king of country heartbreak, Hank Williams, with a song called "I'm So Lonesome I Could Cry." Whew, somebody get the Kleenex. I'm so lonesome I could cry. A true heartbreak song. I think it was 1949. That's been quite a few years, but still a country classic. Country Heartbreak right there. Okay, so that was, I think, our number 5 selection, I Swear, and I'm so lonesome I could cry. Let's head off to number 4 on our list now. We're hopping back to a great country love song from 1987 now. This was requested by many of you and mentioned as one of the greatest of all time by one of the greatest of all time, Mr. Randy Travis. How about I'm Gonna Love You Forever and Ever and Ever and Ever and Ever. Amen. There we go, Randy Travis, Forever and Ever and Ever and Ever, right, Avery?
Yeah.
The other night, I laughed. Avery and I were eating hamburgers over at Culver's down the road, one of our favorite little fast food stops, and music was playing while we were eating, and it was this song, and he listened. Of course, Avery always is listening to anything, anywhere, all around him all the time, and he heard it and said, "You played this song. This is a song you play in your show." And I said, "Yeah, I've played that before." He said, "What's it called?" And we listened, and it was that ending where it's, "I'm gonna love you forever and ever and ever and ever and ever and ever and ever and ever, amen." We liked that part. A lot of evers, right, Avery? Mm-hmm. So anyway, forever and ever 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 and ever. Amen. And I said, that's how much that I'm going to love you, Avery. And you're going to love me too, right? That's right. Okay.
That's how much I'm going to love my mommy.
Oh my goodness, if you didn't hear that, Mommy just went through the roof because Avery just said, that's how much I'm going to love my mommy too. Woo! Wow, that's a love song right there. Feeling the love today. So let's bring it down now, why don't we? And head back to some more heartbreak. This seems like a good idea on paper to go back and forth between our love and our heartbreak. Maybe it's too much of a roller coaster, but we're going to keep riding it anyway. Okay, this is a great Skeeter Davis tune now that many of you mentioned. Featured Floyd Cramer's piano on that original record back in 1962. One of the greatest country heartbreak songs of all time. It's called The End of the World. All right, The End of the World. Skeeter Davis, great heartbreak song. Hopefully the heartbreak songs don't bring up too many sad memories for us. Hopefully some bittersweet memories here for some of us there. Great song from more than 60 years ago now, The End of the World. Everything's still going Okay, over here. We are live today. Some weeks we come to you live. Some weeks that we pre-record and have all the cameras and all the fancy setup. But today, what you see is what you get. It's Sunday afternoon and we're just having a ball. Hey, look, we got some folks here on YouTube watching. Hey, everyone. Boy, my shirt is really bright. Wow. Everybody put on your sunglasses. Well, I had this bright pink shirt. I hadn't worn it in a long time and thought if there's a good Sunday to wear it, it would be our Love Sunday, of course. So I apologize if it's breaking anybody's screen out there. But it is bright. This is like amoxicillin pink, isn't it? It is brighter than, yeah, we've seen a lot of amoxicillin around here lately with Mr. Avery. But yeah, okay. Facebook, y'all are doing well over here. Good to see you. As always, if you're watching live, of course, you can watch on Facebook or on YouTube. Either way, it's streaming live at the same time. And as always, too, if you came in late or if you want to rewatch today's show or any of our previous 90 episodes before now, remember you can go back and watch those. Just search for Jason Coleman on Facebook, and it's under the videos tab there. Or YouTube, they're all lined up there in a row for you on YouTube. Just search for Jason Coleman. Make sure that you're subscribed to me there. YouTube is nice too because you can watch it on your big TV at home. If you've got a smart TV or a smart device or a smart box or anything smart, maybe we can be smart enough to tell it to turn to Jason Coleman, and I'll be there on your TV that you can watch all of our shows. And also my website, jasoncolemanmusic.com, is probably the best way to go back and check them out. Got them all, number 1 through 91 today and beyond are there lined up for you that you can go back and catch. 3 years and more now of our Sunday shows, and we're still having fun. Okay, everything's rolling on along here too. This shirt, of course, by the way, was furnished by Grandma Mary Cramer. As any of the shirts that you all see that I wear that you compliment that look really nice, chances are they came from were picked out by Grandma. So I would not pick as bold a color for myself, but she sees it and says, yes, bingo, that's the one. So here we go. All right, up next here. Continuing on our list. So that was our, let's see, number 4, Love and Heartbreak. Let's head on to number 3 now on the list. Yeah, okay. Let's do this. Is from 1980, an Anne Murray classic, and I think I recorded this one. In fact, a couple of these I recorded on my albums a few years back. A good song that some of y'all might remember called Could I Have This Dance? Here we go. Great country love song, Anne Murray from 1980, but now back to Heartbreak. We'll go back in time 10 years to 1970 for the signature song of one Conway Twitty. I bet you'll recognize it here from the very first notes. Hello, darling. Country Heartbreak right there. That is the definition of it. So great one. Conway Twitty from 1970. Hey, if you're just jumping in with us, we are live today on the Jason Coleman Show, episode number 91, Love and Heartbreak, some of the greatest country love songs and some of the saddest, most lonesome country heartbreak songs of all time. And a couple of ways, by the way, that you can support what we're doing here on the Jason Coleman Show. What we do is only possible because so many of you have supported so generously the last 3 years now. First, of course, you can check out my CDs and songbooks at jasonmusicstore.com. Hello, darling, could I have this dance? Forever and ever, amen. Going back through the list, I swear even. A lot of these I've played for you so far are recorded on several of my albums, or if you are a piano player yourself or know anybody that likes to play, I've got a couple of sheet music books as well you can check out. That's jasonmusicstore.com. You also, as you have for the last 3 years, can give something to the old tip jar, jasoncolemanmusic.com/tip, if you want to leave a donation or a gift to support what we're doing here. But then the number one best way to come alongside us is to become a supporter of the show and of our family and of our music. You can join our supporter family, and it's a great way for you to sort of support us in an ongoing way. And along with that, we have a few perks that we pass along to you as well. We've got bonus live stream concerts once a month that we get together and make some music. And I'll play just like here today, but I'm playing all of your requests live for our supporter family. We've got a private Facebook group that Natalie and Avery and I, well, I guess not Avery, he's along with us. He's not on Facebook quite yet. But we keep you updated on lots of stuff happening with our family, sort of some behind the scenes updates too. And We've sent out some letters and photos in the mail and extra gifts and lots of fun things. So if you've been watching our show for a while now, know that it's made possible because others who are watching right now have jumped on board and supported generously. And so as you're able, we'd love for you to join our supporter family as well and help us to keep these shows going for a while to come. You can do that online at jasoncolemanmusic.com/join. You can join right there online with your credit card or all that stuff, or you can even throw a check in the mail, and all the details are there. There's a number you can call for help as well. So any of that stuff, it all helps us to be able to bring you these shows. As we are 3 years into the Jason Coleman Show, it really is only possible because so many of you have come alongside us and really become like our family, and we think of you that way and hope that you all sort of think of us the same way too. So we thank you for all your support and hope you all will continue it, and we'll stick right there with you. All right, continuing on through here, our list of love and heartbreak great country songs. You know, I might sing a couple of here for you. I've got the microphone that I can pull up, and of course a lot of these songs have great words that are happy or sad, but there's a couple that I wanted to highlight here that I figured I'd give a spin. This next one is from 1988 actually, and it was released originally by the great Keith Whitley, just a year or less than a year, I believe, before he passed away at such a young age. And then a few years after that, in the 90s, Alison Krauss revived the song as well. I think it was actually in a tribute to Keith Whitley, and then it sort of took on a life of its own too, through her amazing voice. And so I know Keith Whitley and know Alison Krauss, but I'll see what I can do with it here. Because I love the song and love the words, and think it's one of the greatest of all time. So let's have some fun with When You Say Nothing at All. Let me get it all ready here for us. Whoop. All right, let me get this microphone on. Check, check, there we are. All right. It's amazing how you can speak right to my heart. Without saying a word, you can light up the dark. Try as I may, I could never explain what I hear when you don't say a thing. The smile on your face lets me know that you need me. There's a truth in your eyes saying you'll never leave me. The touch of your hand says you'll catch me if ever I fall. You say it best when you say nothing at all. All day long I can hear people talking out loud. But when you hold me near, you drown out the crowd. Old Mr. Webster could never define what's been said between your heart and mine. The smile on your face lets me know that you need me. There's a truth in your eyes saying you'll never leave me. The touch of your hand says you'll catch me if ever I fall. You say it best when you say nothing at all. The smile on your face lets me know that you need me.
There's a truth in your eyes saying you'll never leave me. The touch of your hand says you'll catch me if ever I fall. You say it best when you say nothing at all.
What a great song. Love it, love it, love it. And we'll go from there, though. We got to ride the roller coaster again, back to some heartbreak. And this is one that I'd heard a long time ago, but hadn't thought about it in quite a while myself. And it's one that's got a lot of words, but I'm going to try to get them out because it tells such a story. It's from 1968, I think it was, by Bobby Goldsboro. And it's a fantastic song, and it's called Honey. Here we go.
See the tree, how big it's grown. Friend, it hasn't been too long. It wasn't big. I laughed at her and she got mad. The first day that she planted, it was just a twig. Then the first snow came and she ran out to brush the snow away so it wouldn't die. Came running in, all excited, slipped and almost hurt herself, and I laughed till I cried. She was always young at heart, kinda dumb and kinda smart, and I loved her so. And I surprised her with a puppy, kept me up all Christmas Eve 2 years ago. It would sure embarrass her when I came in from working late, 'cause I would know that she'd been sitting there and crying over some sad and silly late show. And honey, I miss you, and I'm being good. I'd love to be with you, if only I could. She wrecked the car and she was sad, and so afraid that I'd be mad, but what the heck. Though I pretended hard to be, guess you could say she saw through me and hugged my neck. I came home unexpectedly and caught her crying needlessly in the middle of the day. And it was in the early spring, when flowers bloom and robins sing, she went away. And honey, I miss you, and I'm being good. I'd love to be with you, if only I could. One day while I was not at home, when she was there and all alone, the angels came. Now all I have is memories of honey, and I wake up nights and call her name. Now my life's an empty stage where honey lived and honey played and love grew up. And a small cloud passes overhead and cries down on the flower bed that honey loved. And see the tree, how big it's grown, but friend, it hasn't been too long, it wasn't big. And I laughed at her and she got mad. The first day that she planted it was just a twig. Honey, I miss you, and I'm being good. I'd love to be with you, if only I could.
What a song, what a story. Love that. Bobby Goldsboro, Honey. Thank you all. I forget, I meant to, Mark, who had mentioned that in the comments of what a great song, but a sad song, and one that probably hit some of you right in the heart, but that's what a good song, I guess, will do. So we've reached near the end of our list, but before we hit back to number one, our number one country love song and number one country heartbreak song, I think it's time for a brief little intermission break with a special guest performer who's prepared a song himself that would fit well with our theme today. Is he ready? What's he doing over there? What's he doing? Ooh. Oh, it's time. So, would you please make welcome our favorite little heartthrob? Are you ready? Yeah. Mr. Avery Cramer Coleman. Woo, woo, woo. Avery, how are you?
Good.
Yeah? Have you enjoyed our music here so far today?
Yeah.
I have too. Boy, these are some great songs, but I know that you have the best song in store. Here, wave to everybody. Say, how you doing, everybody?
Everybody.
Say, happy Sunday.
Happy Sunday.
Is it a happy Sunday? Mm-hmm. It's always a happy Sunday with you. So Avery and I have been working hard this last week or so on a great love song. It's one that he's heard all his life, but he's just started trying to play it now the last week. And Avery has taken piano lessons, and so you were learning how to use what? Not just one finger, but how many fingers on the piano? All fingers? And all fingers, and all toes too, right? Mm-hmm. Are you playing piano with your toes too? No, of course not. All fingers. So, we've got music here he can read along with, which is a big deal. And it's a song you're going to play that's called, what song are you going to play for us today here on our Love Week on the Jason Coleman Show? Oh, excuse me. Here, tell our friends. Say the song I'm going to play is called...
The song I'm going to play is called Love Me Tender.
Oh, that is a great choice, Avery. Are you ready to go? Mm-hmm. Okay. I'll play our intro. You got enough room? Mm-hmm. Okay. Here we go. I'll do our intro. Good job with your hands. Avery, that was beautiful. Good job, dude. Hey, take a bow. Woo, Avery, that was wonderful. And what's pretty cool is we just started reading that today, Sunday. We read it, I think, Tuesday or Wednesday for the first time. And it's so fun to watch Mr. Avery now. Of course, he loves playing by ear, but now he's playing by reading the notes as well. Doesn't take him long before he's got it up here in his brain too. So good job, Avery. Hey, I have something else to talk to you about, very important. So it's the month of April, Avery, and it's a very important month. What is happening on April 27th?
My birthday.
What is it?
My birthday.
Your birthday? How old are you going to be?
6.
60?
No, 6.
600?
No, 6.
16?
No, 6.
Oh, 6 years old. Avery, are you excited?
Yeah.
What kind of party are we going to have around here for your birthday?
A Mario birthday
A
party.
Mario birthday party? Mm-hmm. What? Is Mario your very favorite thing in the whole world?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I love Mario.
What's your favorite Mario character?
Lakitu and Shy Guy.
Lakitu and Shy Guy. It's a deep
Did you
dive. We're not
know-
going Mario or Luigi. We're going Lakitu, the little guy who floats in the cloud. Yes.
Lakitu and Shy Guy are friends.
Are they friends? Mm-hmm. Wow. Every day here at home, Avery assigns us a different Mario friend to be for that entire day. So we are all about Super Mario. We saw the movie. He's already seen the movie twice. Came out last week. We'll see it many more times,
Also,
I'm sure.
2 of my friends at school have.
They've seen the movie also?
Joey and Vincent.
Really? They've both seen the movie too?
Mm-hmm.
How many times do you think you'll see the Mario movie?
I think I'll see it 90 times.
90 times?
I'll see the whole 90 minutes 90 times.
Is that counting 90? Good job. Oh my goodness. So we're so excited for Mr. Avery's 6th birthday coming up very soon. Next week, Avery, April 27th. Good job on your song today. Hey, thanks, bud. We'll see you in a few minutes. All right. How about it for Mr. Avery Cramer, almost 6 years old, Coleman. Wow, wow, wow. Whew. All right, folks, it's been a big day so far, and our time is zooming by as it always does, but we have a couple of more songs to round out our Love and Heartbreak Sunday here on the Jason Coleman Show. So let's head now. Oh, we're having some audio? Oh, man, is it being staticky again? We had some static before. Is it? Let's see. Is it bad or is it okay? Well, we'll do the best we can if we're a little bit staticky. I don't know what's caused that. We had an issue before, so that's the peril with live. But let me get through a couple of more songs here, why don't we? Let's see. I'm just checking to make sure there's nothing I can do if we got a little bit of static happening here. Bummer. Well, we'll do the best we can. Let's see. Let me see if I do this. I don't think that helped at all. Okay, well, we'll do the best we can. I got one more song here at the top of the list. And then... Here, let me fade out and come back in. This might help, it might not, but let me try one thing. Back. That may or may not have helped. It's probably the same thing. So we'll keep rolling. If you got static, we're doing the best we can here with our live stream, but sometimes you just hit issues. So let's see if we can knock out a couple more songs here before we go. This one, I guess I'll go ahead and hop to it. This is the #1 song. I'd say the #1 love song, even though it's a bittersweet kind of love, and it's one that I would say is maybe the best true sweet love song of all time, even though it's sort of got a goodbye theme to it as well. And Natalie might agree with this next song as well. Written by, made famous by Miss Dolly Parton, of course. Here's some of I Will Always Love You. Hard to top that right there. I Will Always Love You. Of course, made famous by Whitney Houston through the years, but originated, and we're partial to, Dolly Parton. I'd say it's the #1 love song, even though it's a bittersweet, goodbye kind of love. Great love song. But then the #1 heartbreak song that actually could top either list, greatest love song or greatest heartbreak song, will be this next one. Made famous by George Jones and requested by most of you here today. we go. I'd say that's the greatest country heartbreak song of all time, the saddest country song of all time, but in some ways, the greatest country love song as well. He stopped loving her today. That is what I would say probably if I had to pick one favorite love song of all time. It's hard not to pick He Stopped Loving Her Today. And it's you know, it's one that you see all the list of greatest country songs of all time. It's there at the top too, but I'd have a hard time disagreeing with that. There's just something about that song. It's a song that to me sounds like it would fit in any era, whether it was released and written back in the 40s or 50s or in 1980 or so, as I believe it was, or even today. And that's the sign for me of a great song, is that it truly is timeless. So He Stopped Loving Her Today. You all, most of you, I think, wrote that in and agreed, and it tops our list here for our Love and Heartbreak Sunday here on the Jason Coleman Show. Thank you all for sticking with us here for the last hour or so. I don't know if we're still staticky or not.
It's terrible.
Oh, goodness. Well, we're trying to make it through. I'm so sorry if our sound messed up on us here at the very end. But we do appreciate all of you so much for tuning in. And we want to let you know, of course, tonight our WSN radio show will be airing at 8 p.m. Central Time. You can listen to WSN Radio 650 AM or online at WSNradio.com, or use the app there. I have a new episode tonight based on our Country Hall of Fame piano episode that we watched here online a couple of weeks ago. We'll have more music here tonight. And from there, keep an eye out for more news. We'll be coming at you again every Sunday here in the afternoons, and be on the lookout for some supporter news as well for one of our supporter nights coming here soon. But for now, Avery and Natalie want to come wave goodbye, even if we're a little staticky, and then I'll close us out with one final song here before we go. Yeah. Man, sorry, that's a bummer. I'm sorry about the static, but we'll get it figured out.
Something when we walk over here, we mess something up.
It must be.
Yeah.
It must be that
Avery.
picture. Yeah, I'm sure it's Avery. How you doing, big boy?
You're not causing the static. That was just a joke.
That was just a joke.
But it does start when we come over here and mess with stuff.
Interesting. I don't
We'll
know.
fix it for next time.
That'd be radioactive.
Tell everybody. Say thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching today. Thanks for hanging with us and holding down the fort back there, Natalie. We appreciate you all for 91 episodes and counting, and we'll close today with one final song that would top any list of a great love song or a great heartbreak song. I'll play for you now. Last Date. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time here on The Jason Coleman Show.